It's great to be here. Woohoo! It's good. It's cool. I get to travel through comedy. It's flipping dope. I love it. I got to be in the comedy festival 2 years back in Switzerland. It was great because I got to meet French people, and I didn't realize this because we don't have French people back home. So I didn't realize that the Swiss, they speak French. I thought they spoke Swiss. No, they speak French. Apparently, that's how the Swiss roll. So the thing I learned was French is sexy. Like, we all thought it was a cliche growing up, but then I met, like, that accent is sexy. And as soon as we landed in Zurich, I realized this because the lady on the PA system was making announcements going, "Could Mr. Johnson please come to gate 5? Okay, she didn't go, but it was implied. To that festival, then I went to Busan in South Korea, right, to do comedy. Yeah, where most people don't speak English. I had to do 35 minutes of comedy in a country that speaks. It was me and this Italian guy, which you do an hour, 10-minute show. I met him at the airport. He introduced himself as Francesco De Carlo. So I felt I needed to African up my name. And then I introduced myself as Loyiso Madinga. So we were culturally even. Our 10-minute show, the crowd didn't understand. It was weird for us, but it was really weird for them, because they were just watching me going, why he talk when he dance? New York was different. I was with a friend in the train, riding. Someone heard us talking, and he was like, "Hey, man, where you from?" "South Africa." "South Africa. Which country?" South Africa is not directions. It's not like I want to say, when you get to Africa, go south. When you see a sign, apartheid crossed out, stop. If you go further, you'll get AIDS. That's not how it works. Look, AIDS is a problem, but worse than the disease itself is the stigma. Stigma is the real killer. And what I find perpetuates the stigma is the fact that we keep writing HIV and AIDS in capital letters. So when you're reading it, it's like the person writing it was freaking out. In just a normal sentence, there's been a decline in the number of infections of HIV. We need to lowercase that shit. But I enjoy traveling. I do. I like performing in New York. But the MCs tend to mess up my surname. It's Loyiso Madinga, but I get introduced as Loyiso Mandingo. But like with great energy, just your next act all the way from Africa, Loyiso Mandingo. And then I have to walk out and disappoint all the ladies. That ain't no Mandingo. But the more I travel, I realize there's so many similarities that we have. Like now I'm in Canada, I realize that you guys are going through like a weed might be legal situation. Soon, weed might be legal. Yeah, us too. They announced at the beginning of this year. Yeah, they might legalize weed back home too. It's great. Except the terms and conditions are that at home they are going to legalize it in the home, which is where we've been smoking our weed. I don't know. We didn't need the government's approval on that. We just always assumed that was a safe place, right? It's not going to be better when they legalize it. It might be better when you can call the cops to your house and confidently stand there on some. So, I noticed the window was broken. And I was like, whoa. I should check if my stuff's still here. And I checked and stuff was missing. And I was like, whoa. And that's when I called you. Officer. So what time did you notice the window was broken? What window? You guys have been great. Thank you so much. My name is Noisa Matenga. You guys have yourselves a great night.